Welcome to the TrūSolutions call. What is TrūSolutions? Well, first of all, it's TrūAura. And TrūAura is a wonderful company that started 3 years ago last week. Yes, we just had our third birthday. Happy birthday, TrūAura. My name is Phillip Yarbrough, and I work with the corporate team. So I run the sales team here and love what I get to do every day. You might say, what does a sales director do in a direct sales company? For the corporate team, well, what I do is I meet people where they are and help them take their next step. It's the joy of my life. Why? Because I get to impact other people's lives. This is my cell phone number. Feel free to text or call, set up a phone call, whatever it might be. I want to be here to meet you where you are and help you take that next step. Somebody invited you to this call. I'd love for you to reach back out to them and say, hey, Phillip said, let's set up a call together. We can do a Zoom and we can look at really where you are in your journey and help you launch your new TrūAura business. So who is TrūAura? Well, TrūAura is, like I said, we started 3 years ago, and we started by it's a family-owned business. That's why I love it. It's really connects to people, and it gives a place where people can truly connect and grow a business. We here at TrūAura love the idea of building to people and let them build the business. You see, our customer in this is you. And we love what we do, and we love our product, you. And so Rick Heath, he's our founder and CEO. He's been in the direct sales world for over 3 decades. He comes from a line of family that has been in the direct sales world. And he had the opportunity to reinvent, relaunch a company 3 years ago. Look at it and say, hey, there's some great people that are involved. There's a field of salespeople or problem solvers that truly can look at the skincare world and make an impact. But what we need to do is reinvent and look at and relaunch the product. We need to be a disruptor. Yes, the key word in like the economy today and the biggest growing companies are disruptors. And so how do you be a disruptor in a multi-billion-dollar industry, especially that's been around for centuries? Skincare, right? Everything's been tried. Well, what we've come up with, and it's a beautiful thing, is just think of it this way. You can control what goes in your body. You can't always control what goes on your body. So we're very careful with our gut health, right? We talk about our gut health all the time, and the skin is an organ just like our gut. So we'll take pre and probiotics and make sure we have a healthy microbiome in our gut, but we can control what goes in, what we eat, and all of that stuff. But what we come in contact every day, we don't always have control of. So we wanted to come up with a head-to-toe solution. I did there? A head-to-toe solution with pre and probiotics that gives your skin a healthy diet for it to thrive and have that healthy microbiome and flora so that it can. Simple. It really is. You would think that it would be everywhere, but really that's what differentiates us between other skincare companies and makes us a disruptor in a multi-billion-dollar industry. All right, so let's go on a journey of who we are. I want to start on the right-hand side of the screen over here where it says integrity, ethics, honesty, and respect. This is the intersection of which any company should start. Understand that. Any company should start at this intersection. I'd be naive to think that really that other companies don't talk about this. Really, like if they're not talking about it, then there's something wrong. But what I can tell you is that all companies talk about these 4 key words, but it is until circumstances and situations arise, some might call it trials, that you truly see the character of a company. A character is revealed. Character is revealed in the tough days, in the tough years, not in the easy days. Anybody can have integrity, ethics, honesty, respect, and have a great business whenever it's rocking and everything is going smoothly, right? Whenever you have the tough years, kind of like what we had last year, that you see the character revealed of a company. I started TrūAura in February of 2020. Yes, you heard me right. I started with TrūAura February of 2020. It is without avail. Like we were in pandemic the whole time that I've been here. And I've been able to see the leadership of a company, the internal team, the external team operate with vulnerability, with transparency, with integrity and respect, and make sure that they are working for your betterment. And who is your betterment? Well, it's the community on the left-hand side of the screen, because we built a community, or we call it sometimes a system that we're proud to be a part of. A community of people that encourage, that celebrate, that cheer on each other. Celebrate the small victories, not just the big ones. And are proud of the community that we've built. In a 3-year time period, we've started to build that community, and we've grown into a wonderful company. In fact, that community that has built a company that grew during a pandemic. Not many companies can say that. And in this picture, I love the picture on the left-hand side. Many of you have done a puzzle during the last year. What is the first thing when you do, when you start putting a puzzle together? But you find the border pieces, right? You find the straight edges. Why? So it can limit your vision so that you can really focus in. What do you notice on this picture? There are no border pieces. There's no straight edges. Love that about this. Why? Because it doesn't limit our vision here at TrūAura. It doesn't limit where you can go. The second thing that that you'll notice here is that there's pieces in place, and those pieces spell out community. Well, the 3 years we've been very intentional about building a community to move into the future. The people that have got us to where we are will not all be where we take us to where we're going. You see, there's a couple pieces here that aren't placed. These represent you as you're diving into, well, is TrūAura the right fit for you? What I can tell you is that there's many different pieces out there. There's many different prospective consultants with different characteristics and qualities and wisdom, that we have a piece cut out specifically for you, because it's your business your way. In the middle of this, we want to make sure that we walk alongside you, sometimes ahead, to give you the hand up, not the hand out. You see, if you've ever climbed a mountain or gotten to the summit, sometimes you're sucking for wind, or maybe there's some trials along the way, some bumps, some bruises. And in fact, many people always hear me say that you rarely see a smooth mountain. You wouldn't be able to climb it. You need those rocks along the way and maybe some of the bumps and bruises in order to climb that mountain. What we want to do, and what we want to do, and the person who invited you to this call, we want to be the helping hand up. Because you're in business for yourself, but never by yourself. We've developed a back-end office, and we've developed an infrastructure that you're able to benefit from, that you don't have to invest in, that you get to take advantage of. That's really where we're at right now. And the beauty of that is that we're growing into what we can become, and we need your help. There's a few people that wanted to share testimonially of why they love TrūAura. One of them right here is on our closed Facebook group where we meet. I guess you could say we meet to encourage, to train, to develop, do these things. April here shares why she loves TrūAura, and that she gets to stay at home and be a mom and homeschool her kids as an entrepreneur. But in the morning, she chooses to really work her business hard and grab the coffee, grab her computer, keep the ball cap on and the pajama pants, right? And that she can actually drop in and really work her business in the morning, and it gives her the afternoon to spend time with her kiddos. Her kids also get to see mom working hard. You see, April loves selling. She loves problem solving more than that. And in this particular month, April sold over $11,000. A couple months later, went on to sell over $18,000. She's our #1 seller in the company. That's not what makes her successful, though. I don't determine her success. She does. You will do the same. And you will develop your own pattern of why you love TrūAura as well. Here's a few more people of what they love.
TrūAura has been absolutely amazing for my family and I. It has put me out of my comfort zone, given me confidence I never knew I could have.
I love sharing samples with my family and friends of the products that I love and use every day from TrūAura. The best part about that is getting a surprise text personal message about how much they liked it, maybe how they've never used something like this before, and how well it worked for them. So
I can attest to that, because one of the like hidden gems of what we get to do is those texts that come in, and you might have used the product and you've sent one of those texts of going, oh my gosh, my skin's never felt so tight and alive, and this, whatever it might be, the compliments that roll in. And now you're like, oh my gosh, I want to tell more people about this. And someone has come to you and said, the best part is you could do this too. As we start to expand to new markets, we need someone just like you that loves the product and loves the opportunity to be able to impact other people's lives and be a problem solver, not a salesperson, but a problem solver. You see that each one of our products solve a problem. And that's what sales truly is. It's not about how do I sell this product and convince you. It's let me connect with you. Utilize that relationship to connect and understand some of those pain points that maybe you have had your whole life. And you utilize that relationship not to convince, but to solve for someone else and make an impact in their lives. You might say, well, you're 3 years in. Have I missed the boat? Have I missed the boat? I hear this all the time whenever I talk to people looking at our business as we're growing and going, oh man, I wish I would have gotten started 3 years ago. What I can tell you is 3 years ago wasn't all roses. You see, there was blood, sweat, and tears for that growth. And this is a simple product adaptive curve. And I'm going to take us outside just real quick, and let's talk about Apple and iPhone, right? The iPhone. Innovators. Who are the innovators that really build a product? These are the Steve Jobs, the Tim Cook. Steve Jobs started Apple, and then Tim Cook now runs it and has grown it to, I think it's 8 times larger than Steve Jobs ever did. You see, it's around product and innovating and inventing and pushing the envelope, coming up with the idea people. They're the Rick Heaths of the world. They say, I have an idea. Who's coming with me? Whoa. There we go. It's the Jerry Maguires, the ones that are willing to run in a direction. And guess what? The Renee Zellwegers, they're the early adopters that raised their hand and said, me and my fish, we're coming with you. And Apple, these would be the people that line up to get the next iPhone, right? They're the ones that line up to get the iPhone. They want to get the next one. That's me. I love getting the first one and being in line and playing with it. So much of my life revolves around it. So I'm that early adopter. I'm like, I'm in. I don't care what kind of glitches y'all fix those. I want to have it early. Then we have early majority. These are the people that say, I'll wait. I'll wait just a couple weeks. I'll let the lines die down. I still want to get in, and I'm going to get it. I just don't want to wait in line and all that. I don't want all the fuss. The late majority are the people that say, you know what? I'll wait for the upgrade, right? I'll wait for the upgrade. The laggard, who's the laggard? They're the ones, once my iPhone 6 dies, I'll go get a new one. All right, so now you've got the product adaptive curve. It's not just about how your product is absorbed into society. It's more about your target demographic. you obviously see where the growth comes from. So where are we on this curve? Well, first of all, we are right there, probably around 7%. We haven't even gotten to the uptick yet. We're at that, we've moved from the startup phase to the infancy stage. What does that mean? There's different stages of any growth of a company, and the startup phase is literally, it's the startup. There's blood, sweat, tears, lots of effort. The infancy stage is like you're starting to get the adoption. Going, oh man, this is cool, and loving the product, and it's getting into people's hands, and you're starting to see that growth. And then you move into the growth phase, the adolescent phase, where you really start to take off. And that's where you come in as a new consultant and reaching into new markets and growing the business. Like I said earlier, the people who have got us where we are won't all take us to where we're going. That's partly your job and why you're here today. The rest of the call, or the next part of the call, I want to go through a simple model. One of my favorite authors out there, and if you haven't read him, his name's Simon Sinek. If you want to feel motivated in a time of where people are feeling in a lull, go grab any of his books. Simon Sinek, he's a wonderful author, thinker, and philosopher of our generation. And he wrote a book, Start with the Why. So we're going to start with the why. The why connects to the impact, the how. The middle circle is the flexibility, the industry that we represent, the direct sales world. And then the disruption is the what? The product. The product is the outer circle, but we start with the why. Whether you're doing this part-time, full-time, or big time, you want to make an impact in other people's lives. It's at the heart of this humans, not at TrūAura. We want to make an impact in other people's lives. Why do we want to make an impact? Well, first, if you can leave a marked effect on somebody's life, if you can impact them, like being a parent, it gives you meaning. It gives you meaning, or being an uncle like myself to my 3 nieces, and you're able to teach someone something or solve a problem for them or give them a different way. You impact their lives, whether it's small or large. Whether you're doing it part-time, full-time, or big time, you can impact people's lives through the product and the business model. Once you actually start to impact lives, it gives you an internal meaning, an internal fulfillment, which is my wish for each and every one of you, is that you're able to lay down at night going, man, I just feel fulfilled today. Whenever you do that and you feel fulfilled and you have significance, it gives you purpose in your everyday walk. This is simple psychology stuff, and I nerd out about psychology. I love it. And whenever you actually have purpose in life, you spring out of bed a little easier. It doesn't make all of your days better, but it gives you purpose. And when you have purpose and a reason for walking every day, you want to impact more lives. And when you want to impact more lives, it gives you more meaning, and it becomes a cyclical nature. And maybe part-time turns into full-time, and full-time turns into big time. Maybe the big time rolls back and goes to part-time later on. But what you're able to do is make an impact in people's lives, giving meaning to yourself and a purpose to your daily professional life. So how? The how we do what we do. This is the direct sales world. And if you've been with a direct sales company, MLM, whatever you want to call it, if you've been with one of those before, I want you to realize that I want you to throw it out the window. Throw out the window what your preconceived notion of direct sales is, because it is truly just a customized shopping experience. That's what it started as 100 years ago. Yes, direct sales has been around like 100 years. And so what that is, it's a customized shopping experience, and that's what we do. It's about relationships, building a relationship and a connection with someone. And as you have that connection with someone, you're able to give them solutions. And that's gig economy. And so if you haven't heard that term before, that's part of your homework, is Google gig economy. And it's about flexibility and control. And some of the biggest companies that do that are Uber, Lyft, and Airbnb, all that are public companies now in over $100 billion valuations. You see, these are the companies that are growing and are the biggest part of the future economy of the US. Traditional retail is dying. They're trying to figure out what we do, having that customized shopping experience. If you look online, how many times do you get an email a day of somebody going, hey, a customized cart just for you, whatever it might be? That's direct sales. They're connecting to you trying to connect to you in a relational way. That's the industry that we represent. It's a growing industry because it's truly about building relationships, not just selling product. It's about solving problems, not selling product. We're very proud of the industry we represent because not only because it's a growing industry, but it puts people at the center. So what do we do? Let's get into the product. Many of you have tried the product. And as you've tried the product, you've loved it. And really, let's just break it down simple to what it is. I love the product. I never really had a skincare routine before a year ago. And now I've got the one in the morning, one at the night. And I've had the whole skincare routine. My skin has never felt better. Get compliments. And being 65 years old, I look pretty good. I'm kidding. I'm in my 40s. But what we do is a healthy diet for your skin. We want to make, like I talked about earlier, we have the pre and probiotics for your skin, creating a healthy microbiome, and that it is going to preserve, support, and supplement your skin, giving you noticeable results. And there's a lot of words on this page, so let's focus on a few. Write these words down: preserve, support, and supplement. Under support, write pre and probiotics. Under supplement, age-defying ingredients to give, on the left-hand side over here, noticeable results. Why is noticeable results important? Well, first of all, whenever you're reaching out to customers, you want them to see noticeable results. Maybe you've seen those yourself. And as you have noticeable results, what do you want to do? You want to buy more. You want to come back for more, and you become a loyal customer. What we have found is that whenever you actually solve a problem for someone, they become 80% more loyal. You've solved a problem. They're just going to keep coming back. Why? Because they no longer have the problem because of your product. And that's preserving, supporting the skin you're in. So how do we help you develop a business? You might be a little nervous of going, I've never started a business before. I've never owned a business. I don't know what to do. Well, guess what? You're in luck. We provide those tools for you. And many of those tools, there's many different forms of the word tools. We have the Facebook page. We have the YouTube channel. We have outside sources that come in and train on how to do this business virtually. You have your upline. Then you also have the back office and your web page, your app, and all of these things that help you grow your business. Here's some of the other things that a few of my friends love about the business.
It has filled my cup in a way that I didn't even know I needed, allowing me to connect with these women and offer healthy beauty solutions and gain new friendships in the process.
I love doing Facebook virtual parties just to give tips and tricks for women to feel and look great in their own skin.
And I think you should join us to experience these benefits too.
So they talk about there some of the tools, and some of those are the Facebook page, or the Facebook party, the Zoom parties, and you might go, oh, whoa, virtual parties. I don't know about that. Well, the industry we're in, we used to go into people's living rooms, and we can't really do that right now. And so what we've done is we've actually have outside sources that come and teach how to do these virtual parties, why they're important, and how to do them. We have over 4 hours of training from a professional virtual seller, and she comes in and she teaches how to do each different platform. So we want to make sure that those tools are available so that you can grow your business in a quick and healthy way. You also get a replicated website. What does that mean? A replicated website. If you go to our website right now, What we do is we replicate that with your name attached to it. So anytime anybody clicks that link and goes to your replicated website, all the sales go back to you. All of a sudden now you're selling and solving problems with maybe not even touching people. So it's a high touch, high tech opportunity. We also have a TrūAura app, the True app, which you can do your entire business from, boom, right there, your phone. We have our back office and our learning center where it is the resource library and reporting, where you're able, these would be huge investments if you're starting a business that you would have to put in for yourself. But what we do is on the back end is we make sure that we're giving an opportunity for you to do what you love to do, connect with people, solve problems, and talk about skincare products. So whether you're looking at this because you're the entrepreneur that's like, man, I'm just uber competitive and I have big ideas and I've always wanted to start my own company or business. I just don't know how to do it. This would be a great avenue for you. Or maybe you've done it before and you're like, man, I just want to replicate. I want to do it again. And I have a network of people, maybe you're a nutritionist or someone that really focuses in on health, or maybe you've worked in skincare before and you're like, I want to be able to not grow somebody else's business, but grow my own business. Maybe you're the burned out professional and you're sick and tired of the 9-to-5, or maybe you've been furloughed or let go from a job. And if that's you, I'm sorry that you're going through that, but we want to be a soft landing place for you so that you can grow. And we want to be a bridge for you so that if that is the case, and you're burned out on that 9-to-5, that maybe we can be the bridge to something new. And that something new might be TrūAura. But what we want to do in the meantime is give an opportunity to make an income, to build into yourself, add value to not only your own self, but to your family. Utilize those skill sets you've developed. Maybe you're the power mom that you're just saying, and I've got a sister who's a power mom with three kiddos, and I love getting to see her. And I was chatting with her the other day and she goes, Phillip, sometimes I just need forced adult interaction. A reason to get around other women that are like-minded, that want to grow something and do something together, and maybe just need a platform in order to get us together on a weekly or a monthly basis, just to talk, laugh, and maybe support each other. Maybe it's the second act and you're in that time of retirement, but you're like, I've developed a whole career of skill sets, qualities, and characteristics that I know that I could embark onto other people, and I want to be a mentor for others. This is the perfect industry for that, because there's so many young people, dare I say millennials, that are out there that want to start their own business, but they haven't had the opportunity to develop some of those skill sets that you're able to embark on them. You might be one of these. You might be all four of them. Whatever it is, we want to be a platform for you to grow a business. As we really move into that, one of the big questions is, how do you make money doing this, right? We've told you why. We've told you how. We've told you what. We told you about the tools. Now let's talk about the business side. How do you make money? Well, there's the personal sales bonuses. And with those personal sales bonuses, we have a tiered commission structure. It's based off the more you sell, the more you make, 20% up to 50%. I've worked all over the world, and by all over the world, the other side of the world, Australia, Asia, working in direct sales. And I can tell you that right now that this is one of the really the most generous compensation packages that I've been around. Up to 50% that you can make on your product. And that tier, you might go, well, you probably have to sell like April, right? No, you just have to sell $2,500 a month. Awesome. We also have a TLC program, not Tender Love and Care. It kind of is Tender Love and Care, but True Loyalty Club. And so whenever you look at that, it gives an opportunity for people to order. It's kind of like a subscription model. And what that is, it gives you a foundation to really grow your business every other month as they order every 60 days. It's a great program that really helps you grow your business. And so some of the best people to do this is the person who invited you to this call. Whether you're watching back on replay or you're actually watching live, reach out to them or set up a call with me and we can go over in more detail on what the personal sales bonuses do for you. But here's a few people that have loved the early money that they've started making in the business.
That from day one, I was thoroughly impressed with the TrūAura skincare line. The first time I used it, I said, wow, this is the real deal. It's been a fantastic experience being a TrūAura consultant. Thankfully, from day one, I earned income, and within a week, I received my first paycheck. Who does that? That's amazing. Well, TrūAura does. And just the flexibility is just wonderful. Having a large family, being a wife and mother to 7 children, and homeschooling, it fits right in perfectly.
TrūAura definitely has provided my family with extra income. This past summer, I was able to buy a new iPhone, which I use for my business as well. And also last month, my family moved. And so when we were setting up our new house, I made a couple of expensive runs to Target for things that we needed. And instead of worrying about where that money would come from, I just paid it with my TrūAura cash, which was huge and fun and freeing as well.
TrūAura has done so much for me with the people, with lifting me up and empowering me to become the best person I can be and continue to grow, and to not only help myself, but to also help others. So community and connection. Thank you, TrūAura.
You see, there's many values of TrūAura. There's the income potential. And yes, Lucretia there, she has 7 kiddos, and being able to teach them from home and work with them closely on a daily basis. So whether you're joining because you love the clean, safe, healthy products, or you want the flexible side gig, maybe you want to supplement or replace an income, or the tech suite, all of the different tech that we do. You want to be able to develop a company and not have to spend all your time and money developing the technology. Or maybe you just want to make a difference in somebody else's lives. Reach out to me. I'd love to hear from you. Reach out through the person who invited you to the call. If you're watching back on replay, feel free to reach out to me again, 214-908-3221. I'll be waiting for your text right here. You get started right now, and there's $379 worth of product waiting for you as you promote up the career plan. You might go, oh, I'm going to have to recruit like this. No, you don't have to. Those first 2 levels where you earn $379 worth of product, it's all about solving problems, selling product. It's $500 or $1,000 worth of product. You're going to get $379 worth of free product. And to top it all off, in your introductory time periods, your first 60 days, you're going to get an extra 20% that you're earning minimum. So that 20% that you earn, you're going to get another 20%, a minimum of 40% off everything you sell, unless you get to that top tier level. And then you get the 50% on everything you sell, not just over and above. So do the math. It's time. It's time to get started. The time is now. We need people like you. You need people like us. We're going great places. We have a bright future. We're going to get there with or without you, but guess what? We're going to get there a little faster with you. Would love for you to join our team. Thank you for joining me tonight. I hope you enjoyed. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out.